Marriages are a big and significant part of South Asian culture to the extent that India में शादियों का season भी होता है. Yes, today we are going to talk about marriages. Marriage can be a very heavy word, a very heavy topic for some people, and this can be even if you are someone who's already married, or someone who's decided not to get married, or someone who's still considering whether to get married or not. इसके कई सारे reasons हैं, and the primary reason is that कि हम सबको regardless of our marital status, marriage का एक indirect experience तो होता ही है. This experience can be through our parents, through our friends, through our loved ones, anybody whom we know who's been married. And the kind of stories and the experiences that we hear kind of build our perception of this relationship and this institution. आम तौर पे ये marriages heterosexual, heteronormative and child-centered होती हैं. And ये तीन heavy words basically इस बात को convey कर रहे हैं कि ये शादियाँ एक आदमी और एक औरत के बीच में हुई होती हैं या करवाई जाती हैं, and इनका whole and soul focus रह जाता है to birth children and raise them. And हमारे अंदर ये बचपन से instilled होता है that at some point once we grow up हमारी भी शादी होनी है and we will also have to reproduce this structure. हमारे अपने desires and motivations seldom get explored. Why is it that we would want to get married? What kind of marriage would we want to have? What is the kind of partner that we would want to have? At what age? At what point in our lives would we want to get married? These kind of questions seldom get explored. Having said that, the experience of a marriage can be both distressing as well as something which is not distressing and quite nourishing in fact. There are n number of reasons and factors that can determine which way a marriage goes, whether it becomes distressing या फिर it becomes nurturing. लेकिन due to the scope of the video, we'll try to focus on one particular factor, and which is the ability to recognize कि एक शादी दो लोगों के needs, desires and aspirations को serve कर रही है या दो लोगों के needs, aspirations and desires शादी के ढांचे को serve कर रहे हैं. हमें बचपन से ये तो बताया जाता है कि एक दिन हमारी शादी होनी है, लेकिन हमें ये नहीं सिखाया जाता ना बताया जाता है कि जब वो शादी हो जाएगी तो हमें कैसे रेगुलरली ये पता करना है कि ये शादी is working for us or not. There can be many sources of conflicts within a marriage. One of them is not recognizing that it is a gendered experience. That for a man and a woman, the experience of a marriage can be very, very different. कुछ चीज़ें, कुछ experiences common भी हो सकते हैं, लेकिन the differences are quite stark. Sociological context की वजह से जब एक लड़की की शादी होती है, she is often considered like a property जो कि transfer हो जाती है from her natal home to her marital home upon marriage. This is the experience of a displacement, और ये psychological experience of a displacement is seldom talked about. And because it is seldom talked about, हमारी understanding में ये point कभी आता ही नहीं, लेकिन there's a lot of research that says कि ये काफ़ी common experience है within our culture. हम इसे एक euphemism में पैक करते हैं और कहते हैं शादी के बाद लड़की अपने घर जाती है, लेकिन उमूमन लड़की का experience, psychological experience एक तरह से बेघर होने का होता है. And this is not the experience of a man. A man does not experience इस तरीके का separation and displacement जो कि एक औरत या एक लड़की experience करती है. And while the woman is experiencing this massive emotional unsafety, psychological unsafety, उससे ये expectation होती है कि वो अपने marital home में, ससुराल में एक emotional, एक psychological mother की तरह available हो हर किसी के लिए. उसका time, उसके emotions, उसकी mental resources should be available for everyone at all times. Now a lot of times एक लड़की की boundaries of the self might not even be as fused with members of a natal family, लेकिन marital home में ये expectation काफ़ी ज़्यादा होती है. लेकिन ये दो लोग जिनके बीच में शादी हुई होती है, if they are able to recognize these expectations as unwarranted, then they'll be able to protect it and nurture it as a space first for themselves in an uncompromised manner and then offer it to other people who are connected to them. शादियों में एक common source of conflict ये होता है that the partners are not able to recognize each other as equals. शादी works best जब वो एक ऐसा relationship हो जहाँ पे एक यूनियन भी एक्सपीरियंस किया जा सके और एक इंडिविजुअलिटी भी एक्सपीरियंस की जा सके। दोनों लोगों को बराबर का हक हो टू लिव देयर लाइव्स द वे दे वांट टू चेज देयर एम्बिशंस एंड एस्पिरेशंस द वे दे वांट टू। अगर किसी एक का एस्पिरेशंस या नीड्स फुलफिल हो रही हैं, दूसरे की नहीं हो रही हैं, then that is saying that there is something wrong in the relationship. The two people in a marriage can come from different cultural backgrounds, different religions, and often this can become a source of conflict. Now, if the intention is to make the marriage work, to have a thriving marital relationship, then cultural acceptance instead of cultural conversion is something जो कि इस रिश्ते को ज़्यादा मजबूत कर सकता है, ज़्यादा nurturing बना सकता है for both individuals. Often शादियाँ इसलिए भी की जाती हैं कि we believe in the other person's potential rather than seeing their actuality. यानी कि हम ये imagine करते हैं कि in future ये वैसे इंसान बन जाएंगे जिनके साथ हम रहना पसंद करेंगे, लेकिन अभी वो जिस तरह से हैं we need to keep up with that, we need to compromise with that. This becomes a ticking time bomb because शुरुआत से इसमें इस बात का strain होता है, stress होता है, and we are not aware of our own thresholds कि हम कब तक इस potential के साथ जी पाएंगे. We have no idea कि अगला इंसान कब change होगा. The timeline of growth for every individual is quite different and we have absolutely no idea as to when that might happen. Often the two people who get married are not able to prioritize intimacy. And by intimacy, I don't mean just sexual intimacy, but like a holistic relational intimacy, जिसमें sexual, emotional, intellectual ये सारे components होते हैं. Intimacy का direct ताल्लुक होता है privacy से, and privacy is to a large extent determined by the kind of physical and non-physical spaces that we share. इन spaces में कौन लोग involved हैं, what is the kind of time that we are getting with each other and with the other people. All of this is very important and something that should be a consideration for the couple. For a lot of married people, it is a common experience कि शादी से पहले लोग ये बोलते थे कि शादी कब करोगे, and शादी के बाद फौरन people start asking कि बच्चा कब पैदा करोगे. And this becomes a major pressure point for the couple. If the couple is able to realize कि ये decision सिर्फ उन दोनों के बीच का ही है, एक म्यूचुअल डिसीजन है और एक तरफा नहीं, and requires a lot of preparedness, individual as well as collective, in terms of emotions, finances and other resources, then this can be prevented from becoming a source of conflict. We've talked about some sources of conflict in a marriage, लेकिन conflict बहुत सारे और sources की वजह से भी हो सकती है. Recognizing a source of conflict is moving one step closer to a resolution. एक बार हम recognize कर लेते हैं कि हमारी शादी में एक source of conflict है, we can try to solve it in an interpersonal capacity. लेकिन अगर interpersonal capacity में भी we are not able to resolve the conflict, it still doesn't mean that it is a death sentence for the relationship. We can always go out and seek professional help to work upon it. Talking about professional help, one can start with individual therapy and उससे हमें future course of direction पता लग सकता है. With an assessment, we can find out whether we need to go for couples counseling or family systems therapy. But what is most important is to know that all of these options are available. So this is it on marriages. We will meet again in another segment. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.